Hey guys, Sean here from Momentum. Today I'm going to go through a pretty in-depth tutorial on how to do the bench press. Now this tutorial is going to help you because you probably know how to bench press already, but these essential steps will help you progress to the further tutorial that I'm going to release later on, the advanced setup of the bench press. So if you want a copy of that, just make sure you comment down below and we can send you it when it's done. So for today we're going to go through the setup, which includes the shoulders, the feet, and also hand placement. Then we're also going to go through the unrack, and then after that we're going to go through the actual movement itself and where to breathe and where to touch. And last but not least, the actual re-rack of the bench press itself. So let's get straight to it. So when it comes to the bench press, we want to make sure that this is done correctly, and everything always starts with the setup. The first thing we want to do is make sure you know where to lie on the bench press. With the bench press, you want to make sure that your shoulders are even. The easiest way to do this is first start with the eyebrows. And we like to have the eyebrows underneath the bar. The reason why we like to have this is because we have found that most people set up either way too high or way too low. If you're too high, you tend to hit the rack. When you're too low, it's extra work for you to pull it down to your chest. Now after this, we work with the feet. I typically like to have people have their feet touch the floor in full surface. So if you can't reach the floor, have your feet wider and your hips wider. Better yet, if you still cannot reach the floor, elevate it by putting plates underneath or risers underneath. Now the next thing that we want to teach is the hand placement. Hand placement is going to vary depending on how long your arms are. So you may find that you are closer if your arms are shorter, and you may be further apart if your arms are longer. For now, what we're going to do is teach you to have your pinky finger on the ring of the barbell. The reason why is because we want to be able to train this with symmetry and also consistency every single time you bench press. Without a standard, it's very hard to find out where you find yourself to be the strongest. So for now, we're going to go pinky fingers onto the rings. For more about hand placements, wait for advanced tutorial. Now we're going to go with the unrack. Now the unrack is all dependent on how you set up your bench press. We have a competition bench press here, which allows us to set up our racks and our hooks to be the most comfortable position. So if you can, please follow these rules. This is like the unrack of the squat, where you want to make sure that you can get yourself in a safe and comfortable position. When we unrack, we like to make sure that you can just pop it off the racks without too much effort. If it is too low, it ends up being more work and you're wasting energy. If it's too high, you end up wasting more energy trying to reach, and also you lose the position that you were actually trying to set up. So make sure that when you do this, you have the unrack position just above your wrists, so all you have to do is lock it out through your elbows and pull it down to your start position. Now with the start position, we like to have the bar just on top of the sternum of your chest. Now for those of you who don't know where the sternum of your chest is, this is going to be roughly around your chest bone or your breastbone. Now it's time for us to actually bench press. When we want to do our bench, we want to learn how to breathe. Knowing how to breathe is going to keep us as safe as possible and also generate the most amount of power. When breathing, what we want to do is take a deep breath before you descend, keep the chest nice and high, and then make sure the bar touches the same point every single time. This is going to be the actual breastbone every single time, or the sternum of your chest. Think about this being the lower part of your chest muscles. Now of course, when you push, you want to exhale with as much force as possible, making sure that you get the bar all the way to the top position. When we get into a re-rack, when you finish your set, you want to keep your elbows straight and hit the actual racks of the bench press. This is going to make sure that you are in the safest position and not miss the hooks. The common error that we see with a lot of people is they try to aim for the hooks and they end up missing it. When you have lots of weight, this becomes very dangerous. So to be in the safest position possible, and if you have set your rack up to be correct, all you have to do is keep your elbows nice and straight and hit the racks itself, and it falls into the catch. So now you know the basics of how to bench press. There are a lot more things that we can do to make this more advanced, but I wanted to keep this nice and simple to help you out. Because one of the biggest things is experience is going to help you, and at least we can keep this nice and safe for you. So thank you again for watching this tutorial. If you found this really useful, just give it a thumbs up, like it, and please share it with maybe a friend who may find this useful too. All we want to do is help people get into the gym, be best versions of themselves, and actually enjoy the process of learning a skill such as benching, squatting, or going to the gym actually lifting. After all, this is the industry that I've been working in for over 10 years now, and I want to give back to the fitness community who may benefit from this video. So thank you once again, enjoy, and if you want any more free stuff that we offer, head to the description box below, click the link, and you can see all the selections of things that we can offer you, including free workouts that you can try out. Thank you once again, and keep building momentum.